Okay, hello everyone. How are you all doing today? I'm doing okay, though I have a follow-up. I made a video recently talking about the really bad news that I got. I have an update for you. A lot of people have reached out, both offering help, offering suggestions, and a lot of people just want to know what happened. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of go into that today. Daze with Jordan the Lion and you all. It begins right now. Okay, it has been a crazy 2 days since I posted that video. I actually posted that video as this is all kind of going on in my life. So to catch some of you up that don't know, one day our central air conditioner, which is a Trane, all of a sudden it's working. We go to sleep, we wake up and it quit working. So I had called out an air conditioning company that I have used before, that I had a good experience with before. And this time, everything that they quoted me, they did diagnose what they thought it was, but they didn't take the time to actually find what it was. I think they were going off past experience, and they, basically said, hey, so what we found is that your refrigerant in your air conditioner is really, really low. And the only time it ever gets that low is when you have a leak. So he said, basically you have three options. You have the option of hoping that it's not a leak and that it's just some other thing, and just refilling the refrigerant. And that price was going to be $1,100 to refill that. It's a 5 air conditioner. So anyway, they quote me that, and they say, but like I said, it only ever gets that low. It was like at 70. They said it only ever gets that low if there's a leak. So we would have to, what we found is, he said, I can tell your compressor is bad and your compressor coil is bad. And so they had quoted me over $7,000 to replace those parts, as well as add the refrigerant. So that would be another $1,100. But what he said was, we can't get the coil for 2 weeks. So what I recommend you do is you buy the refrigerant, pay for that, and then you get 2 weeks warranty on that. Before that time's up, you just tell us you want to bump it up. If it is leaking and we see that, then you bump it up to the repair and we can order that part. But it's going to take 2 weeks, and it's going to be so expensive, you might as well just replace the unit. So then I get all the prices for replacing the unit. Well, when I bought the house, a little over 4 years, going on 5 years ago. And when I had the home inspector come in, one of the things he said was, the people that own your house have owned it for the last 2 years, but the people before it spent some good money putting in all top of the line stuff. A great dishwasher, a great refrigerator. They put a new roof on the house. They put a new outdoor enclosure over the pool. They had replaced the air conditioner and everything. So at the time they said, and they bought Trane, which is the best in the business. So at that point, we're right about 9 years in the life of the Trane, but they always say, a Trane lasts forever. So that's why I'm more hesitant to want to do a complete replacement when Trane has such a good reputation. So I talked to a good friend of mine in California that is in HVAC and has been for the last 25 years. Showed him what they found, what their estimates were and everything. He thought it was a little outrageous, and said, I recommend you get somebody else in there and try and get a referral from a neighbor that's had good luck. So that's what we did. Now, when that company came, they gave me an estimate, but it was for all new air conditioners, so 4 different new air conditioning units. And the problem was, I responded and said, when I talked to you, I wanted the repair cost, not a replacement. And so nobody ever contacted me back. So here's what we found out. That's where I left you guys on the last video. So what we found out was that The email that gets sent with the quote is actually a non-responsive email. So if you write back to it, they never see it. So when I responded, they never saw that. And then 2 days later when I had, and I said, hey, I really want to talk to you guys today, and I didn't hear anything, I called them. And when I called them, they immediately knew from my phone number who I was. They said, oh, we want to talk to you. So, because I had left a negative review on Google, I just said, they came out and diagnosed the problem, which is what I wanted, so I have no problem there. But I told them I wanted a repair cost. They did not give me a repair cost. They gave me just replacement costs, and then have done no follow-up phone calls, no follow-up email to ask, if I have any questions. And I emailed them back and said, that I want the estimate for the the repair. And so they were calling me because they didn't like that there was I left a good, they didn't like that I had left a negative review. So I can understand that. But what he was calling about wasn't like, hey, can you please take it down? I was like, hey, I want to explain what's going on with your system as I understand it from the technician. He said, you do have a Train, and everybody loves Train. He said, here's the problem. A couple of years ago, Train switched their compressor coils, and they switched the refrigerant that they're using, and the one that you need, I can't seem to get. He said, I have called 2 distributors, and they say we can't get you that because the machines that make their parts have already been refitted for the new machines. And so they don't, which confused me because I said, you have a lot of, units out there that are probably under warranty for parts and all that stuff. And so they have something in place that they do for those people, but that's not an option for me. So I went to my friend, and, because the guy that I talked to, he's been in business working for my neighbor for over 20 years. So I know that this guy, they rely on repeat business. He's not trying to rip me off, especially when I've already left a negative review. I really do think he wanted to come up with the best solution for me. And he was saying, the problem is, he said, I didn't want to, I know that no matter how I phrase, people always think that we're trying to make a quick buck off of them. So when I tell you that I can't get this part, I know there's a party that's got to be thinking, oh, he doesn't want to get this part. But he said, I'm having a lot of trouble getting this part. So I end up calling my friend John, who, like I said, has been doing this work for 25 years. And he said, Jordan, you know what? Do you mind I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but would you mind if I call them and talk to them? He said, what I want to talk to him about is I want to say, we'll just pay for a technician to come out an hourly rate to actually go through the system, isolate it, and diagnose what exactly is wrong and see if it's worth repair. Because John said, I feel like I can get that part for you because John's, connected through that business. He has to get those parts a lot of time in California, and he goes to trade shows, so he knows people everywhere. So he said, let's send him back out there, have him isolate to make sure we know what the problem is. And so he called them, and they called me and said, we got a call from this guy, and we understand what you want. We got no problem doing that. We'll go out. I'll try and send somebody either today or tomorrow. I know this is a long, taking quite a process. And I said, well, actually, my wife and I are gonna be leaving this weekend for a trip for work, and so our friend will be around if anybody needs to, but we kind of knew that was coming up, so we're not going to be in the house if it gets hot. But they did end up sending someone out. They went through the whole system, and they did isolate everything, and they said, yes, your refrigerant's low, so we would have to refill that. They said the compressor is actually bad, and so they got the part number for that. And they said, when we looked at the compressor coil, that also did have the leak, which is what the real issue is here. And he said, I looked all over my shop, and he said, I almost had to call and apologize to you because I told you I couldn't find one. He goes, all of a sudden in the back of the shop, I found one in a box, but he said it's actually for the newer units. And so when we put it on yours, it didn't work. And there is a converter that they use that sometimes works, but he said they were getting nothing from mine. So where we're at now is, he said, I have the part numbers and everything that your friend will need. If you can find that coil, we can do the work, and we will be happy to do the work for a fair price. We'll do everything, installing everything. He said, I just can't, I'm not able to get you the part. That's the problem. So many of you guys have written in. I've gotten emails, I've gotten comments, I've gotten so many people offering help, from people in their family to people that they've hired. And I wish I could use everybody, and I may need some of those, referrals. I really may. But right now, that's really the issue is, do I want to spend money on replacing a whole unit when, I was so excited to buy the house because it had top of the line. What happens when you buy a top of the line unit and the company that sells it doesn't honor the parts, and some of the really good advice that people that saw the last video made in the comments that I hadn't thought of, but that it was really, really good, that I feel like I should share, is people said, you definitely should get a company that comes out and services your air conditioner once a year, which I honestly, I did not know, and I have not done. So that's, part of the issue. But they also said one of the things that you want to take into consideration is, they said, do not get a warranty with the company doing the work. And they said because they paid for a 10-year warranty with the company for parts, service, labor, everything. And they said the company went out of business. And I can tell you, it happened to me. The people that owned the house before me put solar panels on the house, and the company that did it improperly. Over the years, it got rain and it ruined the control panel system, and nobody in the chain of command, even though everything was under warranty, nobody would replace anything, because the person that installed it, they wanted to blame them first, but those people were out of business, and I couldn't get any touch with anybody there. Then the issue became, once it was looked into, they said it should have never been approved by the building inspector. So it's actually their fault. When we went to them, they said, well, we've had a bunch of hurricanes, and in that time, and even though it's only 7 years into at the time, I think it was 6 years into your 10-year warranty, we're not going to do anything about it. And when I went to my insurance, they said, well, problem is, even though it's their fault and it does come to, he said, solar is not covered by insurance unless you specifically cover it for this very reason, unfortunately, he said, because they have a tremendous amount of issues, a tremendous amount of companies that install them and do a bad job, and then just file bankruptcy and form a new company and go to another city and do things like that. So it's just, you can never be safe in being a homeowner, that you are not getting ripped off unless you really know all about that kind of stuff. But it's a really great, thing for me to be able to post the issues that I'm having, and people that have been there can offer some advice. So right now, that's where I'm at, is they're sending everything that we need to John, and John's gonna give it all to his distributor. And if we can get it, hopefully they can just ship it here real quick. And by the time Katie and I are coming back from our trip, they'll be able to get in. Our friend that lives close by can let them in, and they can do all the work. But right now, problem is not solved. Right now, we're still in the middle of it. But like I said, I saw so many people commenting with great suggestions, and people saying like, hey, what happened with that? And it's like, well, we're kind of still in it. So I don't really have an answer for you. But also, a lot of people watch the video, which means a lot of people, it's good news for people who like bad news. So, there's some people that like to, they've been here, they can offer suggestions. So when they hear things, going on like this, they love these kind of videos because they like to be a helper. And right now, don't be offended if I don't get back to you. It's just, we're kind of doing it so one step at a time that, it may come to that point where I hit you up and need your help. But don't be offended if I don't respond right now, because it's just been a very inundating thing to try and suck down that, you bought this house with all this stuff that you were told is top of the line and great. And now when it comes to needing a repair, the manufacturer doesn't even have the parts to do the repair. So, it actually, it makes you not, I mean, makes me scared to death to buy another one. Cause what happens if this happens on the next unit? All of a sudden, once again, 7 years in, I need a part. And they're like, we don't make that anymore. We got AI that does this, and this, so it's a scary thing to be a homeowner. But thank you everybody for watching and helping with all the advice that you can. And again, like I said, if you're one of those people who loves bad news, good news for people who love bad news, right? Like the Modest Mouse song. We'll see you all next time, and I will keep you updated as to what ends up happening with this, and what we end up, what we end up deciding to do and what we end up paying. So we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.